What up, guys? It's Beastie here, and we're back with another challenge question video. So we have a few challenges and a few questions, not that much this time though. For the first question is oh Lord, I already forgot. Have you ever kissed a guy before? Yes, I have. There is more. Nope, that. There's about 5, 6 more. There is. Oh, almost forgot. Say hi to Skylar, everybody. Yeah. How old am I? I am 14 years old. How tall am I? I am 5'4". What is my sexuality? I am bisexual. I dare you to wet your face and splash it with flour. All right, let's do this. Oh, that made water go everywhere. Okay. Oh, that's dripping. Terrible. I got my. Oh, that's upside down. I got my Mutant Ninja Turtle washcloth right here. I'm taking off the ears. This is super wet. Alright. I'm gonna get a towel for this. I don't trust this at all. Alrighty. Okay. Let's do this standing up just because it'd be better. Okay. Oh my gosh. Who scared me? So, as you can see, it's like a plate of flour. My face is wet. Just to prove it to you, I'm doing it again. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. I'm scared. Okay. Well. Flour does not smell good. Oh Lord. Let's finish the video like this. Oh Lord. Jesus. That is horrendous. I also got another comment for a challenge is to twerk. Except I don't twerk. So sorry, dude. There is also people wanting me to read my favorite poem. It's not really a poem, but it's more like a video that this dude made about his life. And so it's practically just it, but I'll read it anyway. Okay, let's go. Oh, by the way, it's by Shane Koyczan. It's called To This Day. Literally just search it in YouTube. There you go. Okay. To this day, when I was a kid, I used to think that pork chops and karate chops were the same thing. I thought they were both pork chops, and because my grandmother thought it was cute, and because they were my favorite, she let me keep doing it. Not really a big deal. One day, before I realized fat kids are not designed to climb trees, I fell out of a tree, and I bruised the right side of my body. I didn't want to tell my grandmother about it, because I was afraid I'd get in trouble for playing somewhere I shouldn't have been. A few days later, the gym teacher noticed the bruise, and I got sent to the principal's office. From there, I was sent to another small room with a really nice lady who asked me all kinds of questions about my life at home. I saw no reason to lie. As far as I was concerned, life was pretty good. I told her Whenever I'm sad, my grandmother gives me karate chops. This led to a full-scale investigation, and I was removed from the house for 3 days, until they finally decided to ask how I got the bruises. News of this silly little story quickly spread through the school, and I earned my first nickname, Pork Chop. To this day, I hate pork chops. I'm not the only kid who grew up this way, surrounded by the people who used to say that rhyme about sticks and stones, as if broken bones hurt more than the names we got called, and we got called them all. So we grew up believing no one would ever fall in love with us, that we'd be lonely forever, that we'd never meet someone to make us feel like the sun was something they built for us in their tool shed. So broken heart strings bled blues as we tried to empty ourselves so we could feel nothing. Don't tell me that hurts less than a broken bone. That in grown life is something Sergius that can cut away. That there is no way for it to metastasize? It does. She was 8 years old. Our first day of grade 3, when she got called ugly. We both got moved to the back of the class so we could stop getting bombarded by spitballs, but the school halls were a battleground where we found ourselves outnumbered day after wretched day. We used to stay inside for recess because outside was worse. Outside we had to rehearse running away or learn to stay still like statues, giving no clues that we were there. In grade 5, they taped a sign to her desk that read, "Beware of dog." To this day, despite a loving husband, she doesn't think she's beautiful because of a birthmark that takes up little less than half her face. Kids used to say that she looks like a wrong answer that someone tried to erase but couldn't quite get the job done. And they'll never understand that she's raising 2 kids whose definition of beauty begins with the word mom. Because they see her heart before they see her skin. That she's only ever always been amazing. He was a broken branch, grafted into a different family tree, adopted, but not because his parents opted for a different destiny. He was 3 when he became a mixed drink of 1 part left alone and 2 parts tragedy. Started therapy in the 8th grade, had a personality made up of tests and pills, lived like the uphills were mountains and the downhills were cliffs. 4/5 suicidal, a tidal wave of antidepressants, and an adolescence of being called pauper. 1 part of the pills and 99 parts because they were cruel, because of the cruelty. He tried to kill himself in grade 10, when a kid who still had a mom and dad had the audacity to tell him, "Get over it," as if depression is something that can be remedied by any of the contents found in a first aid kit. To this day, he's a stick of dynamite lit from both ends. Could describe to you in detail the way this guy bends. In moments before it's about to fall, and despite an army of friends who could call him an inspiration, he remains conversation piece between people who can't understand. Sometimes becoming drug-free has less to do with addiction and more to do with sanity. We weren't the only kids who grew up this way. To this day, kids are still being called names. The classics were, "Hey stupid," "Hey spaz." Seems like each school has an arsenal of names getting updated each year. And if a kid breaks into school and no one around chooses to hear, do they still make a sound? Or are they just the background noise of a soundtrack stuck on repeat? When people say things like, "Kids can be cruel." Every school was a big top circus tent, and the peaking order went from acrobats to lion tamers, from clowns to carnies. All of these were miles ahead of who we were. We were freaks. Lobster claw boys and bearded ladies, oddities, juggling depression and loneliness, playing solitaire, spin the bottle, trying to kiss the wounded part of ourselves and heal. But at night, while the others slept, we kept walking the tightrope. It was practice, and yeah, some of us fell. But I want to tell them that all of this shit is just debris left over when we finally decided to smash all the things we thought we used to be. And if you can't see anything beautiful about yourself, get a better mirror. Look a little closer. Stare a little longer. Because there's something inside of you that made you just keep trying despite everyone who told you to quit. You built a castle around your broken heart and signed it yourself. You signed it. They were wrong because maybe you didn't belong to a group or a clique. Maybe they decided to pick you last for basketball or something. Or everything. Maybe you used to bring bruises and broken teeth to show and tell but never told. Because how can you hold your ground if everyone around you wants to bury you beneath it and have to believe that they were wrong? They have to be wrong. Why else would we still be here? We grew up learning to cheer on the underdog because we see ourselves in them. We stem from a root planted in belief that we are not what we are called. We are not abandoned cars stalled out at sitting empty on a highway. And if some way we are, don't worry. We only got out to walk and get gas. We are graduating members of the class, so fuck it, we made it. Not the faded echoes of voices crying out, names will never hurt me. Of course they did. But our lives will only ever be always continue to be a balancing act that has less to do with pain and more to do with beauty. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoy this video. Oh lord. And I will see you in the next one. Just for the person who made me do this, thank you. And bye guys.